Hi, everybody. Happy Wellness Wednesday and happy Veterans Day. To my dad in heaven, the man that I love, and all of my amazing friends and family, and all of the brave soldiers, airmen, seamen, and Marines that I have not met, thank you all for your service so that people like me have the luxury and the freedom to do things like this and try and help others. Thank you guys so much. This week, we are all about loving our lymph. Monday's class was all about how to move the lymph. And all of our movements this week have been about how do we really maximize getting that kind of secondary circulatory system, as it sometimes can be known as, really functioning optimally for us. This time of year, allergies for some of us are kicking up, and even worse, we are definitely heading into cold and flu season, and sadly we have other numbers and metrics that are not looking good all across the country. So we have to take extra good care of the system that takes care of us, and that is our lymphatic system. Several tips we're going to talk about tonight, all of them very briefly, but that's okay. And the first one we want to talk about is when you're moving and when we do our lymphatic based workouts, one of the things you're going to hear us say over and over and over again is have more water, drink extra water, take a bigger water break, whatever you want. Now, if you really think about what is in the lymph, if there was like an ingredients list, like on the back of your bottle of juice, what is the number one ingredient? It's going to be water. The better hydrated the body is, the more it has its number one ingredient to create this liquid with, and then it's going to dump salts and all kinds of proteins and sugars and all of those icky things we're trying to get rid of as it washes across and over our cells into that liquid as well. So make sure that you are well hydrated. This time of year, especially across the northern part of the United States in particular, is dehydrating. It starts getting really dry. I know my dehumidifiers in my house finally start turning off for an extended period of time, at least after days like today when we got a ton of rain and mine filled up in one day. But you want to make sure that extra fluid is being replaced in your system. It's going to transpire out of your skin. So make sure you drink extra water in the wintertime. Number two, big thing, and we've gone over this before, but our breathing can make such a big difference. In postural restoration, we did this amazing class on our lymph system, and the first thing we did was that 360 breathing. Remember, you could put those hands on your ribs and really work on expanding them, inhaling to the front, to the sides, to the back, all the way around, and then exhaling, folding especially the lower part of the ribs into the belly button and pulling the lower part of the stomach up as you do that. Other thing to remember is a large portion of our lymphatic system is on the left side of the body, right up here across this upper part of the rib cage. So you can actually use the hands in this area as you inhale. You can expand, exhale, pump, pressing down and on a diagonal this way to really guide all of that and help to work that lymph out of the body. We can use our knuckles starting at the sternum and going outward in small, either circular or just a little shaking motion out this way, again to encourage that lymph through this area to open out and drain in this direction through the body. And you don't need any fancy equipment to do it. You can literally just do it with your knuckles. I started doing that this morning as I was practicing for my PRI class. And what I felt was a lot of tenderness, especially on the right, on the left. This is my left. On this side, I don't have that tenderness, but right here I do. So there's some lymph nodes right in this area. They're fighting something. That's what that tenderness can mean. So you want to pay attention to that and give it a little bit of extra love. Don't be too hard. You don't want to hurt yourself. Don't go into digging in or bruising or anything like that, but really just, and that shaking motion. So remember, we talked about this Monday in class. We did our shimmies both on the lower body and the upper body as well. And the reason why we do those shimmies is that shaking action is really beneficial for the body. People will stand on vibration plates or get little machines that will shake them. You can shake on your own. It's not that hard. Pull those lats tight and do it. Or as you're doing this pumping, you just give a little shake. And you can hear, if I do it, you can hear it starts to actually affect my voice. If I'm doing this, especially right through here in the middle of my lungs, this will make a big difference of just adding that little bit of shake is going to help things move. And that's where, even if it's not a lymphatic massage, a massage or one of those vibrating massagers can be helpful for this as well. And you can use it in this area to open up and drain. Use it up your neck to let it all open and drain back through and move everything the way you need it to move. All of these things are going to be a major, major, major benefit to your lymphatic system, which is your body's first line of defense when it comes to the immune system. So those are several little tips on how we can better love our lymph that aren't just movement. All right, you guys, we're still looking for topics for next week, and it's super late. I apologize, but I have kind of an exciting announcement. I was running so late because I've been working on my website, and the very first downloadable, you can keep it permanently, Sugar Busters video will be ready in the next couple days. So stay tuned for those exciting announcements, because you know darn well I'll be putting them all over the place. In the meantime, I'm Kiona Leah. I want to see you guys move, live, and thrive. So I'll see you on the next one.